Hello, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will understand about the prolactin. What is the prolactin? Prolactin is the endocrine hormone released from the pituitary gland, ovary, and mammary gland also. Prolactin is polypeptide hormone responsible for lactation, breast development, and the hundred of other action needed to maintain homeostasis. So in this video we will learn about the prolactin during the pregnancy and during the role in orgasm during sex, and also we will learn about their physiology. This is the female which that contain a reproductive system and mammary gland as well as brain. Brain contain pituitary gland. So remember, the male also produce prolactin, but we will understand with a different video, not collectively. This is the hypothalamus and pituitary gland. Pituitary gland is the anterior lobe of the pituitary gland is known as adenohypophysis. When the hypothalamus stimulate on the basis of the requirement, so the pituitary gland release the prolactin into the blood circulatory system. That is why it is known as the endocrine hormone. This mammary gland and the uterus and ovary, so basically also release the prolactin. Remember, the lactotrophs is the cells which that proliferate and synthesize the prolactin due to the suckling, orgasm, and the gonadotropin releasing hormone increase. For the decreasing of this, because the gonadotropin releasing hormone decrease via a prolactin production from the ovary. This prolactin is basically trigger the mammary development and uterine wall synthesis. The similar to growth hormone it is, and placental lactogen combine to form growth hormone, placental lactogen prolactin. Whenever it will combine for the function different, but we will not understand in this video. In this video, we will general understanding of the overview of the prolactin for understanding. So the higher cortical center will trigger on the basis of the requirement, trigger the hypothalamus to release the TRH, thyroxine releasing hormone, thyrotropin releasing hormone, and the whenever the dopamine will decrease, the deficiency of the dopamine will also trigger this hypothalamus to release the prolactin, and TRH increase when, and the hypothyroidism will lead to increase the TRH, will lead to increase the production and stimulation the lactotrophs. The lactotroph is a cell colony which that is responsible for the synthesis and the releasing of the prolactin. On the other hand, the estrogen will also release this prolactin during the pregnancy. The inhibit more dopamine. When the dopamine increase will inhibit the prolactin. Whenever the prolactin will increase, the prolactin will develop the breast for the milk production, and the gonadotropin releasing hormone inhibition for the inhibition of the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone, because the ovulation and the spermatogenesis will inhibit due to the prolactin. Because the prolactin is during the pregnancy and after the sexual intercourse, so that is why it will inhibit the desire of the sex. The breast differentiation and the ducts proliferation and branching and the glandular tissue development, milk protein synthesis and lactogenic enzymes synthesis is due to the prolactin. Let's understand about before the pregnancy and after the pregnancy. So this is the three section showing the normal homeostasis, placental lactogen during the pregnancy, and the loss of negative feedback. We will understand the collectively after the parturition to delivery of baby, and that will inhibit the inhibit the placental lactogen. So what is this? First, the normal homeostasis, the Easter cycle and early pregnancy. What will be happen? Remember, the prolactin production more, while the dopamine when increase will lead to inhibit this prolactin production from the pituitary gland. While this is the vertical shows the plasma lactogen, this is the placental lactogen when released during the pregnancy from the placenta. This prolactin basically gives the short loop negative feedback to the central nervous system for inhibition of the prolactin. When inhibit the prolactin will lead to desire more of the sex because the prolactin is important for the inhibition of the libido. TIDA, the TIDA, neuron in acute nucleus, is important for the stimulation of the prolactin more. Remember that things. This is the first 3 days. The fluctuation of the prolactin is due to the short loop negative feedback, while the plasma lactogen when increase. So all time the plasma lactogen will increase, but later on we will understand placental lactogen decrease. How? Let's understand here. Placental lactogen dominates mid to late pregnancy, and in this way the placental lactogen when increase, so the prolactin basically give the production of dopamine more output will inhibit the production of the prolactin. In this way the reduced prolactin due to the placental lactogen, because placental lactogen is basically when going to decrease will lead to trigger more prolactin, and in this the prolactin when decrease with the decrease of the placental lactogen, and when the placental lactogen when decrease will lead to again increase the prolactin, because placental lactogen is important for the inhibitor and fluctuate the prolactin. This is the 19 day to 22 days, and after this the loss of negative feedback late pregnancy to lactation. In this way, remember this after the pregnancy, the stimulate suckling will lead to trigger the certain neuron in the hypothalamus, and in this way, the acute suckling episode will occur. In this way, the prolactin will remain on the peak, and this is known as the lactation. And in this, the ovulation will inhibit throughout the lactation of milk, and in this way the basically again pregnancy inhibition due to the lactation, and in this way the prolactin will inhibit the follicle stimulating hormone for ovulation and the spermatogenesis, and in this way the increase in cephalin will lead to decrease the dopamine output, will maintain the increased prolactin secretion, while the plasticity in TIDA respond to prolactin, and in this way the neuroplasticity will lead to increase the prolactin through arcuate nucleus, while the stimulate the suckling to the PRF possibly neuron, while on the other hand also the hypothalamus to inhibit or stimulate the prolactin on the basis of the requirement. Wherever the baby will cry, so the prolactin stimulation will occur. Role in orgasm during sex. So let's understand about these things. It is also important for the female and male, but in this case we will understand the only female. In next video we will understand about the male. The role in orgasm during sex is through prolactin. When prolactin will decrease, so that before orgasm the dopamine should be increased. When the dopamine will increase, the prolactin will decrease. So estrogen will maintain for the libido and desire of the sex. But the prolactin and the dopamine is major changer for the desire. After orgasm, the dopamine will decrease while the prolactin will increase. That is why during the prolactin increase will lead to decrease the dopamine, and that is why the early pregnancy will lead to aggressiveness because the decrease the dopamine, so the excitation will decrease. This is the excitation due to the dopamine, while the prolactin plateau phase to orgasm and the refractory period require the prolactin while the dopamine will inhibit. Even the serotonin and other type of hormone we will not understand, but later on in the next video we will understand. If you like my video, please make sure to subscribe, like and share. See you in the next video. For this time, bye.